worry about the movement from Morocco, but back to the other place, too open for Indonesian teams right now, even being knocked down by the enemies near them, which is Brunei Darussalam, because Brunei really know how to handle this situation well because they're from bootcamp. They know the edge of the cliff and they know all the terrain that can be played. And right now, Indonesia, I think, quite late about the movement, but maybe is still left behind for the backstabber. Shooting coming from maybe, but it is not doing well because Chewy with a prawn shot, 2 on point, and maybe need to be sent to the lobby.
I have to agree with Brunei's judgment call as well. They're just so good when it comes to the terrains and know exactly where to stand and peek here. Chewy and Newbie, only with 2 players, they managed to just give so much pressure to a sort of Indonesian team. Lermont and Martin, just as they lost Will earlier, there's nothing that can be done to actually save their teammates. It's quite out in the open. Marshall taking out Golden off the rug, but Newbie being spotted out by Martin. Now this is going to be a revenge call, but Martin, no time to lose. Last first aid, he needs to get out of it, and Lermont still got one last first aid there. 2 more if he uses the next one. And the circle shifted again, and it's going to be Vietnam taking the main compound with also 1 player coming up from Storm, which is going to be coming up from Kazakhstan. Volt Marshall with a high ground, giving so much pressure on top, but Volt managed to flee away in between the valleys.
Yeah, there was a really good momentum coming for Iraq, even though Reva, I think, still can't be revived easily. But yeah, the movement from the other teammates helpful, and yeah, for this time, he still can revive. But back again to the Pakistan side with 6 elimination, but down by the shot coming from Titan or Kazakhstan through the smokes though.
No, that was a blind shot, by the way. But in the way he posed himself before he died, just cooking up there.
Yeah.
It looks heroic.
Yeah, it looks heroic.
It looks heroic.
Again, it's an elimination for Team Kazakhstan. So
what an unfortunate moment.
One unfortunate for the movement from Pakistan. So, but speaking of unfortunate, from Kazakhstan, the passenger, one of the player, which is Puncher, being knocked down easily because it's too open. But Teyaku, this is what we are seeing a lot when it comes to the late game, and you are only left with only 1 player. A high-risk movement need to be done, but Kazakhstan, he knows he's going to the 1 million or Morocco side, but Teyaku, I think it's too open, and Vietnam got the last elimination. Another elimination for Vietnam. Even short time after that, Saudi Arabia went back to the lobby.
He just drives straight into the monster's lair there. We're talking about the crossfire. Back to the side of Tra. We're talking about the Vietnam team earlier. They got himself quite in the center before, but the circle shifted again. But they got a clear view coming from Marshall for the Moroccans. They're taking on Iraq team 1 by 1, like flies dropping. Iraq just being cornered so hard. Marshall kept the pressure on with Sankey on the end. While we do have Nino from Brazil, have been cornered by the side of Jordan. We have Vietnam still sitting this quietly as a third party. Just going to CCTV it away, but there are teams that finish off by the play zone as well. Hong coming up as he playing the healing game for Chinese Taipei. Didn't last long enough. We're down to only 5 teams here with Nino trying to defend this solo-handedly.
Yeah, it is not easy for Nino because look at those players. 3 players from Jordan actually still circling about the compound. I think they're searching, and Nino actually knows the position, and Lazy Boy knocked down one of the player from Team Jordan, but the comeback coming from Jordan still quite strong. Back again to the Morocco side. They still have the high ground. Vietnam, I think, will do the movement right now because only 1 compound inside the circle, and I think Vietnam with a proactive movement is still good. But Jordan is Sawi again and again, showing us his quality, long-range shooting towards players of Morocco, I mean.
It's going to be 4v3, v2 with Jordans on the least man side. Got himself only 2 players left, Marshall and Lazy Boy. They got himself the third player right on a bit of elevations. It's going to be Sankey hovering around to the side of a Vietnam team, moving as a team, as a unit, in unison. Vietnam tried to just put Tuanzi as the flanker, while Sao is still waiting in the compounds for the Jordans. They try to just stay quietly and let the others to have a bit of a CQC first, and they're butting in as the third party. Winnie, they're going to try to just relocate the players of Moroccan, but they're just blinded by the smoke right now. But the moment the smoke clears up, it's going to be 15 to 20 seconds for the smoke bomb. But it's going to be Sawi who have thought the Jordans are not that quiet at all.
I mean, not even the smokes just disappear. The shooting coming from Jordan is just to 1 point. I mean, they analyzed the movement really well, and even one player left with Morocco inside the circle, because the other one, I think, is the investment. Doing the healing outside of circle, like I already mentioned, which is Senkai. I think Senkai need to be disciplined. He can't shoot all the players, because if he lost even only 1 second, the healing game will be what failed. But Lazy Boy is not lazy to moving, but still spotted. But Jordan, look at their shot, look at their aggressiveness. They really want to shoot towards all the players from Vietnam, and I think Asawi will expose himself. It is not easy for Asawi. It's too open field, 2 versus 1 situation, shooting from the high ground. Asawi still managed to have a counter attack, but still not easy. And another anticlimactic win, I think, for Vietnam, because the last man standing from Morocco still doing the healing, which is Senkai. And again, what a strong performance. The shooting coming from Senkai. One elimination is confirmed. No, no, no.